Yeah, we're live.
Okay, yo, how's it going, guys? It's the episode 2 of the InTheClouds podcast. I'm your co-host Pete or Martian, accompanied by Bear or Jason.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Uh, we have an agenda, sort of.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, it's not really like it's more things, just like topics we want to talk about, but nothing like
True.
we're only gonna talk about this, and that. It's literally just whatever comes up.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing the podcast on Saturday nights, so we could sort of recap what happened throughout the week. Just so we could keep up to date with stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So that's probably going to be the schedule.
Oh, today is gonna be a
Um,
good one.
yeah, there's a couple. The main one that we're going to be talking about is what would you say is the main one?
Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty big topics. That's the
It's
thing.
yeah,
I
they're
think they're
really
equally.
big.
I mean, I'll go ahead and say the first one. It's Shroud going to Mixer. That's a pretty interesting topic to talk about, for sure.
Okay, so that would be the first one for you.
Yeah, I think so. Well,
I
at least
think
for me.
yeah, it's because I would say like globally it'd be more the Call of Duty one,
Yeah, for
only
sure.
because like because Shroud has like a. It's so weird how the community that watches Twitch or Mixer is such a low percentage to like the amount of people there actually is.
Oh yeah,
Like
like
we're still so small.
yeah, in the world, you mean?
Yeah. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
But what should we talk about first?
Uh, I say the Shroud thing just because you're probably gonna get mad during the COD section. So
I won't get mad, but
I don't know about that.
yeah, I'm down. I'm down to talk about Shroud first.
All right. Well, for those of you that don't know, which I doubt anyone that's watching this doesn't know, Shroud moved to Mixer from Twitch to Mixer now. I'm almost positive they had to pay him some sort of amount of money. I don't think we're ever gonna find out what that amount is, but it's interesting in my head because this just opens up like the possibility of other streamers moving as well, because Ninja had posted a week before, or like maybe a couple days before, he's like, oh, I got an announcement coming, but Shroud literally just dropped the bomb like from out of nowhere.
Yeah, and basically, if you know Twitch, you should know Shroud because he was sort of the poster boy for Twitch. Also, Ninja. They're really taking their poster boys out of here. Like their main ones.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
See, and
The amount of money must be for us unimaginable.
oh yeah, this is it's way too much money. Well, not way too
Yeah,
much, right? But like, it's an insane amount of money for sure that these guys are getting to move.
yeah. Because like they are giving up a lot of their viewership. Not a lot of people like Mixer and they won't make the switch from Twitch to Mixer. So I'm pretty sure they're aware that their viewership will drop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bound to drop. Like, I'm not talking they're gonna become like 1,000 viewers, but they're not gonna be the 20, 30,000 that they've
Yeah,
always
like
been.
usually when I would follow those guys on Twitch, they'd always be first on the list of, my followed channels.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're probably going to be that way same in Mixer, but it's not going to be, in the same
Oh
numbers.
yeah, I
It's,
mean, see, cause like, okay, let's say you follow just example like just 5 streamers. Ninja, these are all on Twitch, right? When they were on Twitch, Ninja, Shroud, Summit, XQC, these are all like 20, 30K always. And on Mixer, let's say
yeah.
you follow Ninja and Shroud, and then maybe the third most popular is maybe at 1,000, 2,000 viewers, which is, I mean, it's still good, right? Don't get me wrong, I'd kill for that, but uh, it's not as big as Twitch is.
Yeah. And like, I really wonder what made Shroud, change platforms like that. Because like you said, he really did drop it out of nowhere. Like I woke up and it was the announcement. That was crazy.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't even remember what I was doing that day. I had gone on Twitter randomly, and I literally just saw him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, it was pretty crazy. It was out of nowhere. I saw him live on Twitch like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Before that, he was playing a CS:GO tournament. So like that's why I was like, wow, that's so sudden.
Yeah, honestly, it was like it was literally out of nowhere. I think you had said something. I had wanted to talk about something right now. You had said something about like you wonder why he moved. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Um, I think. All right, these guys are getting at least a couple mil, right?
easily.
Easily. I mean, the rumor number for Ninja was 100 mil. Now that was never confirmed. That was never. I don't know if it was right, but that's an insane amount of money. Now, okay, let's say you go, you get your 100 mil, and your channel dies. That sucks, right? Obviously, but
Mhm.
if you look at it from a family perspective and just like living,
You're set.
you're set. And this isn't even just about like you being set. This is about your kids being set, and maybe even
Yeah,
their
that's true.
kids, and maybe even their kids if you're really smart with your money. So
Yeah, I mean, and we're talking in the biggest scale of them all in Ninja. This dude is set no matter what he does anymore. It's just the way it is. He played his cards right. He did what he had to do to secure the bag, and it worked out really well.
yeah, I mean honestly, even if his channel dies, quote unquote, I don't think he'll ever drop below 1,000 viewers. Not anytime soon, at
Yeah,
least.
and like, it's kind of weird that we're on Ninja right now because do you remember the clip that we saw of him like contradicting himself?
Yeah.
Like, it still must be hard for him to be in that role of, his audience is all kids, but he must feel like restricted to act a certain way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're literally the face of Mixer now, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And I mean,
he
even
is.
before that, he was. Well, I would even go further than that. I think he's to quote unquote normies people, right? Like casual people, just like non gamer people. Like he's the face of gaming, I would say, in today's age at least. Because
Yeah, it makes sense.
so I mean, he has a lot to like. I mean, he brought it upon himself, right? Like he made himself. Well, I don't want to say he made himself this big, but he allowed himself to get to the PG friendly, you know, going
Yeah,
on.
because I mean, he could have went the other route and not been PG friendly,
Yeah,
and who knows how that might have turned out.
I don't know, honestly. That's a tough one because I mean, there's a lot of streamers that are just themselves and they're pretty good, but I
Yeah,
don't know what
exactly.
if it wouldn't have worked out for him or not.
Yeah, it would have, most probably sucked because you like in that decision that he made, it was like in the middle of his sort of peak.
Yeah,
Like at the top, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it PG friendly, and because I know I have a young community, so like he could have gone the opposite route, and probably would have been worse. Like because the kids wouldn't have left.
oh no,
They were
yeah,
still gonna watch regardless. The only thing is, I wonder to what extent he was gonna act up, and the kids might replicate that at the home,
yeah, exactly.
and that might get parents mad. But it would have to be something crazy.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, the main topic, I guess, Shroud leaving was very unexpected for sure. It's insane.
Yeah. We don't know why he did it.
I mean, I
It's
would assume it's not in a greedy way, right? But the money, like, he does have a
You think
girlfriend.
so?
I mean, like I said, I mean,
That must be the number one thing,
I
right?
mean,
Like,
because let's say you're in a pretty. I mean, they're. I would say they're in a serious relationship.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how old is Shroud? He's.
They're probably in their
They're
early
probably
30s,
early.
late 20s.
Yeah, probably around there, like above 25, I would say. So I mean, you don't know how long you got on Twitch. You get me?
That's true,
Like, and who knows? Maybe you get banned for something stupid on Twitch that's super unfair. Maybe your channel literally just dies out of nowhere.
yeah.
Like, you don't know where Twitch is gonna be at in a year. And
Yeah.
I would say not in a greedy way, but in kind of a greedy way. You just have to look out for yourself. Like, if it's 20 million, 50 million, 100 million guaranteed, like no matter how well or bad you do, like I would go for it because you never really know
Yeah.
where you're gonna be in a year on something that's not super stable at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because
I
like,
get,
look what happened to YouTubers. Literally, YouTube did a whole 180 and just it was crazy. A lot of people literally lost their livings.
that's so true. I honestly forgot about that. That's terrible.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't blame them. Like,
Yeah, you really can't though. Like, so like I think we talked about it before, and I was telling you that I don't really look down upon sponsored streams from streamers
uh huh.
because it's an opportunity for you, to grow either bigger and viewership wise or and the bank wise. It doesn't matter. Like either way, it should be a positive, for yourself and for your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really had a sponsor. I've never really had a sponsored stream yet, right? I've never really had a problem with sponsored streams.
hmm Like it's you just have to do it while you're at the top because it's not gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Nothing does. You know that, and if you do know that, you'll try your best to, kind of please everyone at once in a sort of way where you please your audience, but also potential, advertisements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think finding like a middle ground of it would be like the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I agree. Um, as far as other people going, do you think anyone else? I mean, there has to be other people moving.
So
They,
I think I saw it on Reddit, and I don't know if you saw Pokemon's recent uh tweet.
no.
She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a couple days off."
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they were like, someone on Reddit was like, Shroud and Ninja both had a couple days off before they made a big decision. So she might be a candidate. The first
Female.
she's like the biggest female on Twitch.
I would.
Or no?
Yeah.
I mean, she averages like 16K or 12K.
Yeah, I would say she is the biggest female streamer.
So it'd be really, really, really smart of to try and get it to Mixer.
Is Ninja sponsored by HyperX? No, right?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
See, because then that would be interesting because Shroud's also sponsored and so is Pokimane. It's just a small little thing, right? But
yeah, I mean, I thought that was interesting. I thought like from a business standpoint, it'd be absolutely genius to get her to Mixer.
yeah,
Like she has a big community too. A pretty good one, and you just never know. She might switch.
and she was also talking about moving out too.
So that's GG's to the offline house, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they still
they'll probably keep it going.
Yeah, but she's one of the bigger ones for sure.
That's super interesting. So that's a high candidate. Besides her, I would guess Ninja's Fortnite crew.
Like Tim, Courage.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive Tim is going, but I don't know.
I mean, most probably,
I mean, because Tim literally has a family, so if they offer him the right amount of money, it's
that's
like
true. Yeah, that's true. He's, and we don't really mean to sound greedy. We don't, but we're talking realistically.
Yeah.
People look out for money and look out for themselves, and it's all good. Ain't nothing wrong about it.
Yeah. This one's a good one. What about XQC?
No, I don't think so. I think that's too much. I think he wouldn't. He knows that if we would switch, he would abandon a lot of his fans on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I think that thought is what makes him stay. I think he's a really thoughtful person that everyone makes him out to be. Like he always cares about his stream. So I don't think he'd make that change.
See, and I think like you can't even get a small streamer like not even like I don't think
like
you could
medium.
Yeah, like medium. Like you can't get like I'm just gonna throw out names, right? Like just from my viewer list. So I don't think you can get an S Fan or a Crim6 or a Fitz or a Formal. Like I think you can only get the bigger streamers because I don't know how
I mean,
tight these communities are. You get me?
because like it's sort of weird because when they bring these streamers over, they make them switch or whatever. They're obviously looking at the viewer count and they're looking at the sub count and the donations and stuff. And I guess they're thinking in a way, okay, maybe if we switch them over here, that same fan base will replicate whatever they did on Twitch.
Yeah.
So like, to make their money back or profit or whatever. And like, if you're thinking in that way, you kind of do have to only choose the big ones,
Yeah.
you know? Because it's, if you find a smaller streamer or in the middle ground streamer, it's very rare that they'll keep their, we're talking about maybe what, like 5K to 1K.
Yeah.
They'll drop so low that it might affect their income,
Yeah.
like it'll affect them maybe long term. So I think Mixer has to keep aiming towards bigger names.
Hmm. What about Doc?
Doc, I mean, that'd be super like legendary for Mixer. That'd be like that's the holy. They took away the holy trinity of Twitch. Imagine like that's a lot.
Yeah, those are literally one of the three biggest, I'd say, probably.
Yeah, like Doc would definitely like be a good one, but I don't know. Like he is the type of person to do something spontaneous like that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, I mean, it's like we had said the other day. It's like we only see Doc. You get me? We never see. I forget what his real name is.
Yeah, I forget to. I don't know it.
Is it Guy Beam or something like that? Or am I thinking?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know why that name came to my head. It might be that, but whatever the actual Doc's name is. I mean, he has a family too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I say, like I think it always. I mean, I think everyone has a price, right?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would agree, except for maybe a couple, because I mean, it's sort of weird because even myself, I don't think I see myself in Mixer because like not only as streaming there, but as a viewer, and I do watch a lot of streams.
Yeah,
It's just too, I don't know, something about the platform
it's just different.
that I don't like. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we get so used to something like.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we got so used to YouTube that YouTube is the only, video like.
Platform.
Yeah, exactly. So anything else would be weird to it or weird compared to it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's why a lot of people have a hard time switching. Like I've tried to like a Mixer, but it's something unappealing about it.
Yeah, I agree. It's just the layout is weird. There's no like better TTV. There's no. I forgot the other name of the add-on.
That's really well. Would you say it's really important, the BTTV, or would you say it's a super small minority of people that use it? Because like
I would say it's pretty
a lot
important.
a lot of the people that I follow use it,
Yeah,
but also not really.
I would say it's pretty important. I mean, but then again, it's like they say this is Twitch culture. Like
That's true.
I would say we're pretty invested into Twitch culture with like all the emotes and stuff. So it's literally it's literally another culture that we don't know. But it's because there's not much to know about. Like they just have emotes. Like no one made a whole nother website for these other emotes. You get me?
Yeah, and like the fact that a lot of the BTTV emotes have a backstory to it.
Yeah.
Like they're actual people. That's super super dope. I love that. Like it kind of makes them better in my opinion.
Yeah.
As to animated ones. Some animated ones are cute and they're cool, but when I see like the lol W, like it's funny to me.
Yeah. No, but yeah, there's just it's not like we're not trashy Mixer. It's not like a bad platform or anything, but like it's just different.
We're just not used to it.
Yeah, it's just different. Mm-hmm. I think that's about it for that topic. Unless you have something else to add.
I don't think so. I mean, you said that you were gonna tune into Mixer to watch Shroud, right?
Yeah, and I have, but like I literally just put them on full screen because the layout just gets to me.
Honestly, yeah, it's the layout. The layout bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
Is it still like bright blue everywhere?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I just don't like it,
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I don't think I'll tune in. Maybe if he's doing like a special event or something,
Yeah.
I'll tune in. But other than that, I'll probably just stick to Twitch.
Oh, one last thing. Okay, so I mean, your favorite streamer is XQC, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he left, I know we had just talked about like him leaving and whatnot,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like if he left, would you go?
I would definitely try it out. I'd definitely try my best to stick to the platform and hope that it's not a complete change from what he was in Twitch.
Okay, so now that I had like how I didn't want to wrap up this topic, right? But I had felt that it was, but now that brings up a topic in my head.
That's fine, dude.
So you're a fan of XQC and you say you'd go try it out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's diehard Ninja fans, like at least a couple, and I'm sure there's a diehard. I'm not positive there's diehard Shroud fans. Maybe that's what they're aiming for. They're trying to get their core audience, their diehard fans, to go that way. Because it's the same thing. We don't go because they're not our favorite streamers, or we don't watch them every single day, every hour they're on. But like you watch XQC like every time he's on the whole stream. So maybe that's the idea of Mixer. Just get all these big core fan bases.
Again, it'd be really smart of them because you know that those core fan bases will at least try it out.
Yeah.
At the very least, and they might stay if they're dedicated enough to that streamer. Not dedicated, but if they like him enough.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's what you find enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree.
So if he's still enjoyable, then you won't mind the platform,
And I'm sure Shroud is still good to watch. Like,
he's a god. Of course. Like, the content should not change. I hope not. Nah. It'd be kind of weird,
Yeah, I don't think so either. So yeah, that just came to my mind. I'm like, I mean, you'd go.
It's a good topic.
Yeah.
Good topic.
All right. Well, now I think that's about it for that.
All right. So, are we heading into the COD territory?
I would say so, but I mean, there's different sections of COD. There's the pro section, like the teams and the actual game.
The pro could be what last, since it's more like casual.
Yeah. We can head into the actual gameplay, I guess, first off.
So far off the bat, give me a 1 through 10 for the first day.
Like the first day I played it, or the first day like today that we played it together as a group?
I guess as a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards like a 6, a 7, maybe rarely an 8, but it's more 6, 7 than anything.
Okay, I think for me personally, just after today, I think it'd be like a 5.
I
think a good 5 because for me it's so in the middle, dude. Like, it could be great.
Yeah, I agree.
And it makes me mad that it could be, and that's all it will be. It sucks.
Yeah.
And like, there's something about the game, the core game, that we find enjoyable. Like, getting a kill is super satisfying.
Yeah.
And going off is super satisfying. But I think for me the main problem is the maps.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of people's main problems, and I agree with you. The maps are just, they're too big, man. They're just like, there's so much about this topic, but like,
yeah.
All right, the maps are too big. That's the first off. There's too many openings. Like, let alone like even if you just cut the map down to one side, like, there's still just too many openings where you have to look out to. Like, there's like 3 buildings and each of them have multiple floors with multiple windows. Like, it's just too much to look at. Like, you cannot run down the street and be like, okay, I'm gonna get from here to here. There's no way. Like, there's no way.
It's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a big leap because we just got out of Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 was decent. It was, I think, in my opinion, the weakest of the Black Ops series.
Yeah.
And it was enjoyable at first, but after a while, it got really, really like, I don't know. I just got tired of it.
Yeah, I get you.
And and basically in the maps that we had there, they were very, very linear 3-lane maps, and with a couple, you know, flanking systems throughout the middle of the map, whatever. It's and like I hate it because now I know that I took that for granted, and I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, the when you say three lane maps, the perfect one I think about is literally Arsenal.
Dude, same. I
Like
love that map. It was really
that
good.
was such a good map. Vents were annoying, but like, oh my god, like now I don't even mind vents. Now
Oh my
there's literally
God,
50
dude,
vents.
I miss it so much. I regret it. But anyways, so yeah, they just went too big. These are like battlefield size maps.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
too much.
Yeah. Like,
It's way too much.
what annoys me the most is you queue up for a team deathmatch game or a domination game, right? And like there's now a 6v6 mode, which is, I mean, regular, right? And then there's a 10v10 where you can get like a whole ground war map or just this huge gigantic map. Like it's too much for literally a regular pub. Like any, I would say any sensible COD player will tell you this game is not good for pubs. Like
Yeah.
it is not good for pubs. Like you cannot
Very,
go
very
in and
true.
just pub stomp. Like you can't. You'll get lucky if you get 10 kills, maybe 15. If you're a god, you'll be happy with 15 to 20. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've been playing COD for many years now. Like I'm a diehard Call of Duty fanboy. But there's something about this game that feels so different from COD, like from Call of Duty. And you know, I know that we're not used to it, obviously, but it just doesn't feel right. Like playing those maps and playing like Call of Duty players should be playing,
Yeah.
they don't mix well, you know?
Yeah, this game is very catered, I would say, towards the casual side,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, is good and
It's fine.
bad.
Um,
It sucks
I
for us
guess.
because, like, we're very used to just. I mean, COD has always been very run and gun. There's never been a
Mm.
whole, well, at least in my eyes, right? There's never been a whole like tactical side, super strategy
Yeah,
oriented.
exactly.
Like that's not COD in my eyes. Like if you want
COD
that,
has never been that image.
yeah,
Never.
like never. It's always been the casual gun run and gun game, whatever, right?
Yeah,
Which it's,
exactly.
I'm not saying it's easier to just run and gun, right? It's still hard and
Yeah,
mixed
it's
skill.
not. Yeah, it takes some skill.
But I feel like if you want a tactical game, just go play a tactical game. I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
the reasoning behind making this into a tactical game. Like literally, there's plenty of other tactical games you can play. Just go play CS:GO, play Rainbow Six Siege, play literally any of those shooters. Like if you're a tactical fanboy, just go play that. Like I don't understand
Yeah.
the reasoning to change this into something more tactical or something as like Battlefield level.
Yeah, I had told you we had talked about this before where I think I had heard from the devs, you know, since you know the whole league is new and this is gonna be like officially we're in esports, you know, take us seriously. Take us seriously like League of Legends and CSGO and all those other esports. So I think I don't know if they worked together and they were like, you know what, we have to stray away from simple run and gun or slaying or 3-lane maps. We have to go above that, you know. We have to match these high ranking and high played esports out there, you know.
See, but like I mean, yeah, I agree with that, right? Like maybe that was their thought process, but these maps, like these are not made for competitive play.
Yeah, they're not. I
They're
don't know. Like it's just so weird,
like
you know.
even if you
Like,
compare like okay, let's compare Arsenal from Black Ops 4 to CS:GO. What's that map with that we played the other day? Dust 2.
does
Yeah.
that's true.
Compare those maps. Like they're very different, but they're probably about the same size.
Do you think so?
I mean, because you have to think
No,
Arsenal.
yeah.
You have to think
That's
Arsenal has a back spawns on each side. There's a mids, and then there's 3 lanes. CS:GO, there's the 2 spawns, and then CS:GO
Yeah,
was pretty
if
much a
anything, if
3 lane game
anything,
too.
CS:GO, yeah, CS:GO, like I just noticed that the maps are kind of linear too, 3 lane.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with
But
that.
yeah, I think they're smaller in maps than like the Arsenal, but yeah, like CS:GO has those type of maps and they're perfectly fine.
And literally, CS:GO is one of, or if not the biggest esport in all of esport history.
Like CS:GO is a type of game where you let the skill speak for itself.
Yeah.
You don't let the maps. You don't let no, you don't let the guns either. It's all about skill, basically.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's like it's super super eye candy for anybody. It just looks satisfying to see someone get a kill.
See,
or do something flashy.
and now look at the current Modern Warfare maps. Compare them to any of those maps, any of them. Hacking Yard, Garja Raid or whatever the fuck it's called, with the big ass like playground on the side, the big ass trench fields, or Piccadilly, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, compare any of those maps to the CS:GO, Dust 2, or Arsenal. Like, it is insane. Like, they're way bigger. I'm talking like you could fit 3 of those fucking CS:GO maps or BO4 maps into that one map.
honestly,
like,
it's just way too big for no reason. I wish there was some way we could redo the maps. I know it's a lost cause.
Yeah,
but it just sucks because this game has so much potential.
Yeah. See, and like in my head, the perfect solution would have been in development. Okay, you want to make Ground War a thing? You want to make like people play like Battlefield style? Leave that to Ground War.
Or have a separate game mode.
Like, make Ground War with these big ass fucking maps, and leave pubs alone. Leave that to the linear style.
Normal 3 lane. Like, why couldn't you have just given us the maps that we're used to?
Yeah.
The sort of maps that we're used to, and you could have went all out on your Battlefield mode, your Ground War mode.
Exactly,
whatever.
And this caters to both. Right now, they're catering to casuals and newcomers. In this way, you could have catered to both. You could have had like literally the 10v10 TDM games we're playing. That could have been one mode, like medium Ground War, and then you can have large Ground War. You get me? The 50v50 or whatever the fuck it is, right? It's not that much, right? But the big ass maps, huge, you go all out, right? And then you have your regular pubs, the 6v6. Like, that would have been perfect. It would have been the best COD with regular maps in the 6v6 mode.
And like, we say that it caters to the casuals because this game has an insane amount of campers.
Yeah.
And camping is extremely easy. Everyone knows this. It's a fact. You're not going to argue to me about that being a camper takes skill. It does not. But like, this game was made sort of like, at the beginning we were playing without a mini-map. Do you remember?
Yeah.
With the beta?
Yeah, we still technically are. The gunfire still doesn't show up.
Exactly, yeah, and that blows my mind because it'd be nice to know the layout of the map in my mini-map and to know where people are shooting from.
Yeah.
But if you take that away, you're letting people camp in corners,
Yeah. I mean,
like, it's extremely annoying.
Yeah, man. Like, this is literally camper's paradise, man. Like, these maps are so big. Like,
all they have to do is go to the middle building or a building anywhere at the top, put some claymores at the entrances, and shoot your way to victory. Whatever. It's terrible.
Yeah, dude. Terrible. And like, okay, the riot shield is bullshit.
Oh my god.
Like, who the fuck thought, yeah, let's put a riot shield in the game? So
look, it's not the first Call of Duty to have a riot shield. It's been in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. It's been around, but it is annoying. Why are you putting it?
Yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
I understand trying to cater to almost everyone or to the casuals, but damn, dude, like, really, you're gonna cater that hard?
See, like, this works well in Rainbow because Rainbow is that one's strategy oriented. You need a shield to beam in front of you. And this is literally still run and gun in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Like,
we played a pub earlier today, and a guy had a riot shield, and his setup was a riot shield and a rocket launcher, and he had a C4, like as an equipment. So what he would do, he would
terrible.
like turn a corner, peek at you with the shield, you shoot at him, nothing's gonna happen. He has a big ass shield. Peeks back, you're still aiming down. Next thing you know, you're either getting hit with a C4 and you're dead, or you're getting hit with a rocket launcher and you're dead. Like, it's so stupid. Like, why is that a thing?
It's honestly insane, dude. Like, I don't understand why you make these things available. You know, like, it's not good gameplay. You know?
Yeah, it's not. It's really
terrible. Not. It's terrible. Like, I mean, I guess it's not terrible for the guy doing it. Obviously, it's not.
Yeah,
it's hilarious, but gosh, like, it doesn't go through my head that there are some people that truly enjoy doing shit like that, you know?
Yeah, especially in COD. Like, this is weird.
This game just, you know, I really wanted it to be good, and you know, there are some parts of it that are really good, but again, we're going to another negative of not having dead silence as a perk.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking in that one. Like, and it doesn't even work.
It's just
like, you activate the ability.
I get it, you want to be more tactical, but
that doesn't make sense.
Like, it's just weird, you know, because how are you gonna take away dead silence in a game where you can hear footsteps from a mile away?
Yeah,
like, it's so crucial, because if you're the running gunner, like me and my friends mostly are, we're not campers, we don't like to do that. When you're running and gunning, wait, what was I talking about?
The running gun aspect of the... What the fuck?
The dead silence.
Yeah,
dead silence. Yeah.
I literally lost my train of thought too. What the fuck?
Yeah, my bad. It's because, like, when you're in the combo, it's so hard to, like, keep ahead.
Yeah.
Like, trying to make up what you're trying to say in your mind and then translate it outside. But anyways, yeah. So if you're a running gunner, you're running, obviously, and without dead silence, anyone can sit behind in a corner, or as soon as you turn the corner, they're already aiming down at you and shooting you. You have no chance to react because you're running. Like, I get that, you know, you're running, it's whatever, realistically it's bad, but
yeah,
it sucks. It sucks for our style, you know?
Yeah, it does. What it reminds me of is, you played Rainbow, right? But I don't think you ever played as Caveira.
I tried her.
That's literally what they did.
She can go silent, right?
Yeah, that's literally what they did. She moves faster.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Literally,
that's so true.
They literally copied her ability. So she has her thing, her passive, or the fuck they were called, where you click R1, R2, or no, L1, R1, or whatever. You have it bind to, right? And you move faster and you move silently. That's literally what they did with Dead Silence. You move faster and you're silent. Well, supposedly. But
yeah,
I don't
understand it. Like, why?
Seeing, like, you actually have to save it. Like, if you're actually going, like, competitively in Surge, you can't just pop it at the beginning.
True.
You have to save it for either 1v3 clutches or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you basically have to time it. Like, and don't get me wrong, I know it sounds like, oh, you're awesome, you know, y'all just want linear stuff and easy running gun, but we don't. Like, when a COD comes out, we look to sort of play competitively. Like, we don't use the cheese guns or the cheese perks or any of that.
Yeah,
we like to play fair, and we like to get better with our skill. That's what we do. Call us tryhards if you want, but it's just how we've always been.
Yeah. I mean, like, literally in BO4, before ranked mode was a thing, we were playing pubs with the ICR, Maddox, and SOG, and that's about it. We never brought out a shoddy, we never brought out an LMG, we never brought out any of that stupid stuff. Like, because, I mean, to us, it's stupid and it's lame. Like, because we're not, I don't mean this in a mean way, right? But we're not casuals. We like to take the game somewhat competitively. It feels good to, when you're in a serious search match or a serious hardpoint match, and you're beating the cheese with actual viable guns. Like it feels good.
Like it's just it gives you a confidence boost. You know, it feels good to win, especially when you know your skill is paying off, or when you're trying hard. You know, it's just we like that sort of stuff. It just feels good, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think in this game, it doesn't allow you to run and gun. It doesn't allow you to do that. Like it sort of forces you to sort of camp up
Yeah.
if you want to have fun.
Especially in like search. Like if you're on defense, you cannot just go and chow them. You have to defend your bombs, which I mean from a gameplay standpoint it makes sense. That's the way the game was intended to be played, but it's not the way it's been played for years.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to remember that we've been playing COD for. We're used to a specific style of COD, so this is completely different to us, but not entirely. Like we play this, and we feel and we see Battlefield,
Yeah.
and there's a reason we don't play Battlefield. You know?
Yeah. Because it's not COD.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, like
Battlefield is fun. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, we did play for a while. We played Battlefield 1, I think, for a bit.
Yeah, that one's, you know, I would say it feels good to get kills and it feels to go off, but the fact that the maps are too big, and I hate it about this game too, about Modern Warfare, like half of the time you're running,
Yeah, like
half of the match.
if you're listening to this and you played Modern Warfare, you know what we mean when you spend more than half the game running. Like literally, especially on those 10v10 TDM games where you die as soon as you spawn, and it puts you in another spawn. Or if you're playing domination, you run all the way to B, which is at the middle of the map. You die in a second, and then you spawn back at A. You gotta run back to B, and it takes a minute for you to be only alive for 5 seconds. Like it's super bad.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun.
See, like at this point, just do what you do in Ground War and let you spawn on top of your teammates.
Yeah, that's true.
Like at that point, like
true.
if you're gonna put us in a 10v10 game mode in TDM, just let me spawn on my teammates. Like
honestly, because
it takes way
it's
too
so
long.
bad to get spawn trapped, and it's just not a good time, you know. And some people will be like, oh, you know, get good or whatever, but it's hard when your play style or the way that you play is just not catered towards.
See,
you know, it's catered towards someone else.
See, and like I hate those type of like get good because the pros are complaining too. It's not just us. Like a lot of the pros hate these maps and the way they're designed. Are you gonna go tell the pro get good? Like
a lot of the pros like also agree with the dead silence thing. Like we're not in the minority, and we're not also like just agreeing with the pros. We were sure to make these, you know, conclusions on our own and our opinions on our own, and we're just being real, you know.
yeah, like it's literally just I don't know. If you think these maps are perfect, you're lying to yourself. Like
I mean, if they like it, yeah, that's crazy. It's not crazy.
But you have to be a true casual that has never played a good game before, in my opinion. Honestly. A good shooter, because even good shooters, they don't feel this bad.
Like, it just feels so bad at the moment, and I don't know if I just have to get used to it. I don't know if the game itself is gonna fix itself. I really don't know. Like and I hate to be in this position because I love Call of Duty. I love playing it, but if it doesn't feel fun at all and I'm mostly raging, you know, I have to stop playing.
Yeah.
But like, it sucks because I don't want to.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, we like a little bit off topic, but not really. But this year's games have just let us down. Like me and Pete, we were extremely excited for 2K20, NBA 2K20. We were extremely excited, and that was a bust.
Yeah, we were finally gonna take it seriously. We had our builds.
Yeah,
you know, we were gonna go in, you know, happy. You know, we were ready, but
we tried the beta.
The beta was so bad.
Yeah,
it was so bad. Like, the game felt too slow, and I know they made recent patches and stuff like that, but I still have not heard good things. Like it has not gotten better, which is why it's $20 off right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And now this is just I don't want to say
another big hit for us was Anthem at the beginning of the year.
dude, like you don't even know how sad that was for me. Like they were excited, but I was fucking excited. I was hyped. I'm like, dude, this is it. It reminded me of like Destiny 1 days. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be the new, like, you know, the looter shooter. It's gonna be amazing. And then it was a bust. And I mean,
that was a weird bust though, because
they had a lot going for it.
I wanted to like it, but I couldn't. I don't know why.
It was just too repetitive. That's the thing.
It was too repetitive. It was like
there was no loot.
The gameplay.
There was no good loot.
There was absolutely no loot. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the flying.
It was just bad. Yeah, the flying.
So
like
good.
Mechanically, the game felt pretty good.
Yeah, it did. The builds were interesting. It's just the loot was whack.
Yeah, the loot. You know, the repetitive missions. It just wasn't really that fun. Unfortunately, we're really excited.
Fallout 76 was this year too?
Nah, I think that was 2018.
All right, never mind.
But that was terrible.
That was bad. But yeah, like
and now they're trying to make a subscription service.
Yeah,
terrible.
It's whack. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I think I sent it to you.
What are your thoughts on it?
Just so people listening know, the Fallout 76 was a trash game. I played it at release. I bought it $60. Digital, so I couldn't even get a refund because it was only digital.
Terrible.
It was a garbage game. It was trash. Like it was super glitchy, super buggy. The game crashed on you half the time. And now a whole year.
Exact opposite of what they promised.
Yeah, literally exact opposite. And now a year later, if you want to have your own private world or whatever the fuck, I think you have to pay $100 a year. I think, which is a lot of money. It's like there's a monthly subscription too for it, which is like I think is crazy. That they're still charging for this game.
Like how, dude? Like how can you be a developer? Wasn't the game free at one point because of how bad it was?
I think so.
There was something along the lines, or it was like $40 off at one point.
Dude, how do we go from 2018 being one of the best years for games to this year being one of the worst?
Dude, this year was just a doom from the start.
Dude, like
it has been terrible.
Listen to these games from 2018: Monster Hunter World, Red Dead 2, God of War,
beautiful, amazing,
Spider-Man,
great,
Smash Bros,
sure,
Dragon Ball Z Fighters,
hell yeah.
Subnautica.
Hey, it has its community. I respect it.
Like, Let's Go Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
Detroit Become Human. Like all these games.
So many. Please search up the 2019 ones.
That's what I'm doing. I'm looking up 2019 best games. So at the top, Sekiro. Which I mean, I guess.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, it must have been. I didn't play it. Not really my type of game.
Apex Legends. I thought that came out last year, but
a free game. Crazy.
Outer Worlds. It just came out, so I wouldn't count it yet.
What? That's crazy.
MK11 wasn't too bad.
It lost its hype.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Devil May Cry 5 was alright.
I heard it was really good, and I saw that it was.
Borderlands 3.
I haven't played it.
Kingdom Hearts 3 had its controversy, but it's good, I think.
Mm-hmm. But like none of those,
I mean, like,
seem to compare at all to 2018.
You literally can't compare them to God of War or Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, you just can't, and like, it's terrible because it seems like the more we go, the more that we're straying away from.
Oh, we forgot about
games.
Another letdown, Division 2.
Oh yeah, the exact copy of Division 1.
Literally.
With a couple of new gadgets. That's about it. That one, I wanted to like it because that game is actually pretty good. Yeah. I like it mechanically a lot. I like the aspect of it a lot. But it was a complete reskin of part one. It was terrible.
That was another letdown.
Yeah, like trust us that we wait for these big games because, well, we're pretty much gamers. We like to game. We like to play together, and when they're let down, it devastates us because that means
That's
there's
a
months that we have to wait
Yep.
without having anything to play.
It's literally
It
a
sucks.
couple months of drought, like
Yeah.
where we have to replay old games or just wait.
Yeah, old games like we eventually go back to Overwatch, which is a whole other topic.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate relationship. We'll get on that later. But not straying away from the topic, where were we? Are like
We talked about the maps and I mean just how let down we felt with the game.
yeah, like it's just I wish it was different, but fuck it, it's just another L, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we have one last game that's gonna come out this year, which is Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. What do you think? Is that gonna be a letdown?
I mean,
could it be?
I mean, they already told us not all the Pokemon are going to be in the game, so you literally
Which is
you can't even complete the Pokédex with. I mean, I don't really go for it, but I know at least one of my favorite Pokemon is going to get cucked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. A lot of people are disappointed.
I mean, I don't know how bad of a letdown it could be, but I mean,
you cannot fuck up Pokemon, can you?
I would hope not.
It's your most basic RPG.
That's the last thing. Like if that's a fuck up, like this, just fucking forget the year. Just move on.
If that's a fuck up, that's a wrap to the year. That's just it for for that year.
I think that's done. The last game that's coming out. Well, actually, Star Wars is coming out too. The Fallen Order one.
Oh, the cinematic one.
Yeah. So that might be good. I mean, I like Star Wars, right? But
yeah, I haven't really seen Star Wars, but it looks fun. But yeah, basically those two. If those two fail, then
that's it.
Wow. Yeah. Might have to retire,
I don't know, man.
Next year we are kicking off with one of the biggest ones, which is The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I don't think that one might. I don't think that could be a
letdown. It should not be a letdown.
Cyberpunk also.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait for that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
So there's a couple ones for next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
That we're excited. It's just it's just the way it is. We take those L's and we get excited for the next game and have a little bit of hope.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII. It's gonna be good.
Oh, that's the remake, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Like, is it gonna be like Final Fantasy 15, like in graphics wise and gameplay wise, or?
I think it's higher than that, and it's more like Kingdom Hearts gameplay instead of turn by turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because I asked because I don't like the turn by.
Yeah,
not really.
I like it, but
so like if Final Fantasy 7 goes towards the the more RPG route, then I'd be pretty down to play it.
Yeah. So back to the main topic. I think that's about it. Yeah. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
In general, it's just a letdown.
In general,
for us, yeah. For us, we gotta remember this is all our opinion. We played the game. We're still gonna play. We're still gonna give it a try.
Maybe it gets better. Maybe a new map comes out.
Maybe ranked will be good. Who knows?
Oh, you know what pisses me off? There's no hard points. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh yeah, that is no excuse. Come on now. Hardpoint has been in the game for years and years. Why could you not have it?
Yeah, that's whack.
Wouldn't it be like one of your first modes to complete?
It's literally in the game too. It's just only for private games, which is
like what's stopping them? I mean, I guess it must be some development thing.
Or it's probably they just want to promote their new modes.
But it's because, dude, like we're talking about is it $1 billion company? Nah, okay, we'll keep it $1 million company. But that's still a lot of people, that should be working under Activision or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse, like come on. Like you get enough money yearly from these poor COD players when you introduce those shitty loot boxes, which we will not get into because it's a whole nother topic.
Well, they already said no loot boxes for this one.
Like, officially?
Yeah, they've said. Well, that's what they've
Like,
said.
at all?
None. But there's gonna be a battle pass, which I already know it's not gonna be free. I already know.
I mean, yeah, like
I already know it's not gonna be free.
even if it is free, okay, you're still gonna have the minority of people who are gonna pay upwards of $20 to get all the levels, you know,
Maybe more.
which yeah, maybe more. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it's no loot boxes, that's awesome. That's great. I'm all for it.
See, but what if it's not loot boxes? Then you just have to buy the skins that you want.
That's completely fine. We've talked about this. We've talked about wanting to have the ability to buy our own skins that they, have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd rather much have the option to buy it,
Yeah.
than to
Gamble it.
have it. Yeah, gamble it.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate all loot box systems. I'd rather like see a badass camo and be like, you know what? It's $5, but you get what you see, and if you like it, you buy it. Fuck yeah! I think that's great, and I think it works.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not as much as loot boxes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because
that'll always be at the top. But
yeah, because you have your common rarity, you have your rare, you have your epic, then you have your legendaries, then you have like a super. Yeah.
I hate when games try and introduce loot boxes. It's terrible. I don't know. I mean, I think we've gotten better. I think the community in a whole have been like protesting loot boxes in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just, I'm glad that there's no loot boxes. That's a good thing. Like we said before, COD, it has the potential, but it's just too off for us right now.
Yeah. What else? I think that's about it. Hopefully we get a ranked mode soon. Hopefully we get.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we haven't talked about the pro scene.
Yeah. Just give me team skins, please.
Yeah, please. Give us team skins and team camos. It is really not that hard.
And I'll spend money, I swear, just please.
Yeah, like give me what would
give me black and red energy colors.
Honestly,
like dude, there's this guy on Twitter.
What kind of bundle would you want and would you pay for? Like maybe a team skin and a team camo for how much?
10, 15 maybe? 15 if it's really good.
I think the highest for that type would be 10. I think 15 is pushing it.
Maybe. It depends how good they are.
But yeah, it depends how good they are.
Look, this guy, McGregor Lion on Twitter. His ad is V Lion Man. This guy designed some crazy stuff. He's the one that does all the COD cards for the pro scene. And
shout out to him.
Dude, he is crazy. Have you seen the Toronto Ultra skin he did? Reactive camo?
Recently?
October 25th. I'm gonna take you in real quick so you can see.
No, I actually haven't. But I do know he's really, really talented. Like, it's crazy. But this guy has a following on Twitter. Hire him because he's like, I'm not saying like hire him directly, but if you could hire people of his caliber to design these camos or these skins, like
I'm gonna pull it up on screen real quick. Like, look at these guys. This guy's camo designs. Like, this is a Dallas Empire one. This is an optic one. Like,
oh, that optic one looks nice.
Like, this is a Toronto Ultra reactive camo. Like, these are all amazing. And like, he's already doing them. Just hire him.
Oh, that looks so nice.
Like, literally just hire him. I will pay $5 to $10 for these camos.
Yeah, I will pay for those camos. Please make an energy one. Like, but yeah, like, we like if we get what we see, then we're down.
Yeah.
Especially if it's supporting our favorite teams, because it feels good. Who doesn't like supporting their team?
Yeah.
Like, and I really don't think it's that hard, dude. Like, I don't. I think it'd be good. It'd make him money.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess going into that topic, teams and stuff for going into this COD season. They're crazy. These
Yeah,
lineups.
there's a lot of talent spread across everywhere. It's crazy.
What team do you want to start with? I think we should save energy for the end.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Well,
start
let's go with favorite
with
team so far at least. I mean, you can
yeah.
say energy if you want, obviously. Who would you
Yeah,
say?
I mean, favorite teams like to win the championship or what
Win the
or
championship,
like
support that you're gonna be a fan of, that you'd think you'd be a
I
fan of
mean,
at least.
uh if you know any of the history that's been going down with Optic, basically the OG Optic that we knew and loved is basically dead.
Yeah.
The CEO that we were used to and that we loved, Hex, he basically left, and all the content creators left, and a lot of their pro players, left. They, Optic is still around, but it's really not Optic anymore, you know. And basically, those people transitioned into NRG. Uh, so basically, I've been a diehard Optic fan since I don't know exactly what year. I just know it's in Black Ops 2. Optic has always been different to me because the way that they storytell everything, or that you get to know the players at a personal level because of all the content that they created, is unmatched.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Because if you think about it, I don't think any other org, maybe the closest one would be FaZe,
But
but
even then,
content wise and personality wise, and
Optic was just
just
unmatched. Like,
Optic was, maybe not number one esports, league, but the community that they had, the Green Wall, like they were super supportive, super loyal, and it was just a great fan base and a great organization, and it was so sad to really let go of it this year.
yeah, it was. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, I was a huge fan, right? Because when I met, my group of friends, which is Pete, Chimp, and whoever else, um, they were all diehard Optic fans, and I was never really into any COD scene or anything. And then, I mean, I was introduced to Optic, and the vibe was just unmatched. No other team
It
brought
really
that.
is.
No other team brought
Yeah.
that.
hmm And like, you can say all you want, like the comparison was Optic was the Golden State of Call of Duty. And
Mhm.
obviously Golden State is beloved and hated, in all aspects of it.
Yeah.
But basically, since Hex left and a lot of the content creators left, they went to Energy. So the Green Wall jumped ship, right? They went with Energy, and so I think that's the team that I'm going to be supporting now. Obviously because I know that the content is going to be amazing at Energy, and like on that topic, they released because all the pro teams have been releasing announcement videos, and Energies was so 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 good.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the best one. Like,
Yeah, even now that I think two of them got announced later. I mean afterwards, and
nah, it's
you know
just no one compares, man.
it's just it was honestly a story, and I advise you to check it out.
It's on the Chicago
It's
COD
yeah,
Twitter,
it's on the NRG YouTube. I think
YouTube.
it's the final goodbye,
Yeah,
right?
something along those lines for sure.
Yeah. But even if you weren't a fan of Optic, I'm sure you'll like the storytelling. You'll like the video. It's really really good. But if you're a fan of Optic and you watch that, you will get in your feels. But it's really really good, and like I'm glad that it hasn't changed. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Like that's how you know it's real.
for sure. I would say I would have probably have gone with the E United team if
Mhm.
there was one, but there's not,
Yeah.
which sucks. The team that I'm kind of leaning towards, I do like the energy team. The energy team is crazy. Like you got Formal, you got Scump, you got Arcides, Gunless, and Envoy. Like that's a crazy lineup. And I mean, I love Scump, I love Formal. Like I love watching their streams. But the team I really like is Atlanta FaZe, just because Simp is literally the young god. You have a BZ. You have
He actually is the young god though. Like that's crazy.
no, like he's unmatched.
Uh,
You got
just...
you got him, a BZ, Priesta, Celium, dude. Major Maniac too has his moments. Like all these kids are insane, dude.
Yeah, that lineup is super, super, super strong. Like they have their slayers for the respawn, and they have really, really good search and destroy players. That's gonna be a top team, no doubt.
I would think so, but you never know
Like
with this COD.
yeah, it depends. Like this COD is gonna bring out a lot of players, particular skills, and other pros might not like it and be shitty at it.
Yeah,
But you just gotta ride it out, I guess.
dude.
Especially them, it's their job.
Cause Simp is literally, I mean, you saw it at COD World. He's a search god.
Yeah, yeah. Like those snipes, like
He is nasty.
yeah. If you missed out, go to YouTube, search up, Simp Call of Duty World Champ. The man is insane with it, with the sticks.
Yeah, he's
and
crazy.
it's crazy, dude, because you think about it, and like he's younger than us.
He's
and,
18, I think. Literally 18.
Yeah, and the man is a god with the sticks. It's crazy.
Did you know that they had teamed together already in BO3? Simp, I want to say Priesta and Celium. They had teamed in a tournament already.
They probably did.
Like that's crazy.
Because like they're all around the same age.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's a lot.
It was Priesta, Simp, and Major Maniac. They had teamed in BO3.
It's crazy.
A little throwback, if you know, that's what Maniac put from 2016. They've been teaming every now and then. And Simp puts that the chemistry is unmatched. Bro, but like, these guys are going to be nasty for sure. I'm going to love to see these guys. Atlanta FaZe.
And, dude, like, we haven't even gotten to the rivalry.
Oh.
Crazy. I think that's what has us most excited for the upcoming season.
Dude, Dallas Empire has a good lineup too. Dallas Empire versus Optic LA and Chicago Energy or Chicago Huntsman, like those matches are going to be insane.
Yeah, those are going to be the top matches, especially that Dallas versus Optic, because I mean, if you didn't know, we're kind of gonna go into specifics here, but try your best to follow along. It's still cool. Basically, Crim6, a pro, was with Optic, and he was teaming with two youngsters, TJ and Dashi. The year was rough. They won a chip at the first one, but then it was all downhill from there. The year for them was pretty. They were averaging third, basically, so it sucked.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at the end of the year, some shit went down where the youngsters didn't want to play with Crim6 anymore. And that to him was a huge waste of time, because obviously he spent a year of his life committed to his teammates, and for them just to basically drop him,
Yeah.
So in that alone creates a heated rivalry. And like it's just so intense, and it's fun because they throw jabs at each other on Twitter or on Twitch, and that when they're on the stage, like they're just gonna go so hard, and it's gonna be so enjoyable as a viewer.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That's gonna be crazy because Crim6 is already saying that he's going dummy hard.
Yeah, and he is. He's putting in the time. I can see him. He's been live basically all day.
Yeah, like he's going crazy hard, which is, I mean, that's good. I love it.
Gotta love the grind.
It's another good lineup, dude. Like, I mean, we didn't really talk about the energy lineup, like Scump and Formal, T2P.
Yeah, T2P. again, they have a history together playing under Optic. They won a championship together. You know, they're one of the best duos around, just on talent and skill. They're really, really good. Definitely top 10 players without a doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially
So
Formal.
so
Formal's a
it's gonna be
god.
really, really fun to watch them on stage together again. I'm really excited, honestly.
Yeah, I think what excites me the most about this COD is really the COD like Pro League.
Yeah, me too.
It's gonna be insane to watch. I feel like this is gonna be a good COD to watch because today is October 27th, or we started on the 26th. It's currently midnight, so 27th, I guess, if you want to be very specific. There's a tournament going on right now that a lot of the pros are competing in, and watching them is super exciting. It's like it's not even being casted. It's not even like, you know, there's no fans around. There's nothing. I'm already hyped. So I can only imagine
like,
adding all those elements in is just gonna be insane.
exactly. It should be really, really fun to watch. Like, especially because these are the pros. This is their job, and they have to get good at it. And it's gonna be really fun to see how they're gonna adapt to this new style of Call of Duty.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, this is just—it's an emotional roller coaster with this game. Like, I want to love it, but I hate it.
Yeah, like there's definitely aspects to love, and we want to enjoy it. And like I said, we're barely like on day 2 of it. Maybe along the way it'll get better. We really hope so, because obviously right now we don't have much to play or anything to play.
Man, I play WoW, but as a
Well,
group,
yeah,
no.
it's completely different. Yeah, like as a group, we just don't have much to play, and it sucks. So, you know, we're gonna try our best to rough it out and play COD as much as we can.
Yeah,
But
but
it's just so rage inducing.
yeah,
Terrible.
it's like literally if it's not there, it's literally not there, man.
Yeah, honestly. Like I'll try my best to adapt and to see if I can get better and be good, but like I feel like the game just isn't catered, to my playstyle.
Yeah,
So it just makes it like twice as harder to get good.
for sure. I agree, man. It's just a weird COD. I don't know what else to put it. How else to put it? Honestly, it's weird. You have to be very passive the way you play, and that's never been the way I played a game. I've always, even in for anything really, like MOBAs, I'm very aggro heavy. Like when I play a lane, I'm always pushing up. I'm always being aggressive. When I play a card game, I usually prefer aggro decks or something more like power induced, not very controlly. I've never been a player that likes to just wait for things to happen. I like to be the initiator, if that makes sense. And in this
That
game,
makes sense,
it's just hard to initiate when there's 50 openings around me.
yeah. Either that or as soon as you pick a corner, they already know.
Yeah,
They just shoot. They point and shoot, and you're dead.
yeah, it's a tough one.
Where are we at on time right now? Do you know?
An hour and 13.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, we completed the hour. I thought we were like at the 40-minute mark. That's crazy.
Nah, we've been going for a while.
Damn, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That went by fast.
Is there? No, but yeah, I
So
mean,
what do you think? Is there anything to add?
I don't think so. Just final thoughts on the game. It's good when it's good, but it's fucking terrible when it's bad.
Yeah. Final thoughts. I mean, like I said, we're gonna keep grinding. Hopefully, getting better. I really hope so. If not, you know, we'll just have to wait and see what else we can play. It's crazy, but that's mostly how we write it out.
Yeah.
That'll be all right.
And I mean, we're not bad at the game. Like, we're not amazing, right? But like,
Yeah, like I've always considered ourselves players.
yeah. So yeah, man. It's gonna be a rough couple weeks of us trying to grind this out. Maybe it gets better, maybe it gets worse, but I mean,
Yeah,
I like to think
we'll see.
I'd like to think hopefully it'll get better.
Me too.
So on that note, I think we're good to end.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. So we're gonna be aiming towards Saturday night mostly. You should find this on YouTube fairly shortly if you missed it live. To anyone who watched live, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, to anyone who watches it on YouTube, also thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for all the support in our first video. I think we're sitting at 41 views right now.
That's
and
crazy.
it's been a week.
Way more.
That's way more.
Way more than we thought.
Yeah, it's incredible, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of course. We'll just be keeping like weekly wrap ups. If there's something to wrap up, we'll probably just, I don't know, talk about whatever, have a conversation.
Yeah, guys.
But yeah, we'll probably see you guys next Saturday night.
Yep. All right, guys. On that note, thank you so much for watching. I'm your co-host Jason, joined by Pete. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Laters. Peace.